Yeah, Marcus, just your thoughts on game one. This is obviously going to be a very challenging series. You guys knew that. What were your thoughts on what took place tonight?
It was exactly how we expected it. It was a great game, two great teams, who play really hard. They got the plays at the end that mattered. And, they did their job, and it's up to us to come back game two and do ours.
Question in person, Gary Washburn.
14 early in the fourth. What happened? Obviously, they got into the bonus and started living at the line. And then what happened there? And then the offense in overtime and late in the game. Why did it get stagnant?
Exactly that. It got stagnant. We rested. We got complacent. And against a team like this, you can't get complacent. Up 14, up 20, up 30. They're really good at playing from behind. And like I said, when they counted, they made the plays down the stretch. It was a great play by Bam. Damn good play by Bam. But like I said, it happens. They did their job. It's time for us to do ours on us again, too.
Tim Bontemps.
Marcus, what allowed them to be able to get the shots they were able to down the stretch in both regulation and overtime?
A lot of miscommunication on my part. And then, a lot of the guys just hit some tough shots. We believe if we clean a couple things up, we can fix those things and it'll be a different outcome. Got to tip your hat off to those guys. They executed very well down the stretch. We didn't, especially on that defensive end. Like I said, we miscommunication on a lot of guys' part. And in transition, we allowed them to do what they do best, and that's get out of running.
Abby Chin.
Marcus, you said you guys felt like you got complacent. It felt like that in the second quarter as well. Why tonight were you letting your feet off the gas?
We don't know. It's something that happens, but it's something that we can fix, and that's the good thing about it. So, we'll come in tomorrow, see what we got to do, watch the film, see what we got to tweak and fix, and then come back on Thursday and hopefully get a game two win.
John Corrales.
Marcus, still on the complacency thing. You had game 3 against Toronto. You had game 6 against Toronto where the same thing happened. It's been a problem for you guys this season. Is this something you say it can be fixed, but is it something that can be fixed because it keeps happening?
Yeah, it's definitely something that could be fixed. It's part of the game. You're not going to be perfect every night. You're going to make mistakes. You just try to learn from those mistakes on both ends.
Brian Robb.
Marcus, the Heat were really able to get into the penalty early there in the fourth quarter, the fouling. How much is that tied to, again, you mentioned communication earlier in defense. Is that or just being more disciplined, in the man-to-man matchups for you guys?
Both. We got to put our hands back. We got to keep our hands up and make them go through us. We bailed them out, especially late on a couple of those shots that they were taking to get them to the line and silly foul. So you got to guard your yard. They put a lot of guys in isolation. They picked on a lot of guys, and we got to guard our yard, plain and simple.
Final question for Marcus. Question in person, Gary Washburn.
It seemed like they were totally taking Jalen out of the game. He was, just defensively, what can you guys do besides kind of the Tatum ISOs to make sure you guys get a good shot on each possession?
Continue to move it. We're great, but to beat a team like this is going to take everybody. When we allow those guys to set their defense and just look at the ball and stare and we're not moving, it's tough. That's tough to beat anybody. So for us, those ISOs are good. It's just we got to limit those ISOs as much as we can and just really get them moving and, just play and keep them on their heels.